Hello.
Hello. Welcome back to Beer Chat.
Are you looking for hot beers in your area?
It's the 11th, so we should drink the 11th beer, because maths.
Well, this looks... Oh, dear.
Yeah. I can tell by Carl's reaction that he's got the same beer as I do, at least.
Which is...
Ooh, it's the same beer. That's the good news. The bad news is it's a lager.
Well, no, it might not be a problem because it is a dead good lager.
Dead good.
Today, I am drinking in my tiny Witchwood glass because all the other glasses are in the dishwasher. And it makes me look like a giant.
Really reminds me of something.
It's that end. The end of it has got that. I think it's the same end you get to like Carlsberg. It's that like down the side of your back of your tongue, like either side.
It does that thing.
Yeah. It's not great because it's lager, but I've had worse.
Not terrible.
Lagers. Yeah.
I mean, it's a perfectly nice lager.
But there is no situation in which I would pick a lager over an actual beer.
Is that skeleton shooting a beam of something out of his eye, or is it...
Because it gets bigger as it gets further away. So either he's shooting it out of his eye, or that's like an exit wound, maybe. And he's got all these things around that look like egg yolks. Just loads of egg yolks.
There's a surprising amount of cosmic horror on Beavertown cans.
So once again, good can.
Great. Always a great can. Yeah.
I'm feeling generous today.
I like it.
I'll give it this. It is one of the better lagers I've ever tried. But it is still a lager.
A bit like salted caramel, how lagers displaced all of the other beers for a while. I'm thinking that IPAs might be the new salted caramel, new lager. I like IPAs, but everywhere is IPA now.
You never get sick of an IPA, though, would you?
Well, you probably would do. Did someone just get murdered at Mark's house?
I'm sure if someone did actually get killed at Mark's house, he wouldn't. I know he's dedicated to this show, but I like to think he'd sort of turn away and deal with the situation.
Maybe he called it that it was a very final moment and there was no point in ruining the show.
This is my alibi. I'm going to post up on YouTube a time delay. I've got no officers.
We should rate this lager.
I like it. I definitely pick this over most lagers.
I put it under Spicy Boy because Spicy Boy was edgy.
It was. It had some interest. It had some decent flavour. It's certainly not better than Elvis Juice because Elvis Juice it's got body, it's got flavour, it's got character. And I think it's only down that low because we had so much of it. Of course, we don't really know Mark's views on lagers.
He went to a football game once.
Where I assume he drank lager.
He's probably got a football
It is.
shirt.
Did you sing like songs? There's only one. And did you do those things?
He's definitely got a vuvuzela.
I was watching the Lionesses play, and it was lots of fun. Whereas I think it's quite more well-behaved and a nicer atmosphere than probably the men's matches.
It's like this, right? It was very, very good football, but ultimately it was still football. I can't put it lower than Musk because I hate the man.
That seems low to me. I think maybe your anti-lager agenda is starting to show here.
I mean, let's have a quick look. The highest lager is Elf.
Ah, yeah, but that's because it's a Christmas. Yeah.
I think I'd put it between Musk and social media.
But I think social media is causing the unravelling of Western fabric.
True, but it does have some use, whereas lager, in a world where there is beer, for me, lager doesn't really have any use.
I would say I'd go as high as to the right of Polar Express.
That's still lower than halfway up, as it should be for a lager.
Whilst I didn't try them, I think I'd probably prefer these to like Hoppy Xmas and Hoppy Friends. It's a very nice lager.
Yeah, it's a nice lager. Yeah. I think you are fully within your rights to pick it being that high, and I support you in all of your life choices.
It ends up just below Hoppy Xmas, I believe.
You're saying this lager is better than Religion.
He's also said it's better than Excel, and I know he might like Excel quite a bit.
I'm quite fond of Excel.
I bet he does macros and maybe even Visual Basic.
Hey, VBA is a very powerful tool. You leave it alone.
Don't code in Excel. It's not what it's for.
Sometimes you just need that little bit more oomph to get where you need to go, and that's what VBA is for.
What about to the right of Hoppy Xmas?
Well, everyone already voted, so unless you want to move your vote higher...
I think a Hoppy Xmas and a Hop Frenzy, whilst probably nice, what would you find more refreshing on a hot day? Or would you really want a very hoppy beer, or would you want a very nice lager?
Oh, I'd definitely have a chilled
Hoppy
hoppy
beer.
Xmas over this.
Yeah.
It's really good. Well, it's not really good. Look where it is in the list, but it's better than this lager. I'm happy with it being better than all of the religions of the earth, but I'm not okay with it being better than Hoppy Xmas.
It's a bold statement.
It's a bold show, saying the things that others won't say.
I noticed you guys chickened out though and did religions all as one. You didn't rate each individual one.
I'm not looking for a fatwa.
I honestly think I would prefer this over either the hoppy beers, but maybe not as much as Tiger the Otter.
Well, Hop Frenzy wasn't hoppy at all, so I wouldn't worry about that.
I've had hoppy beers before, and I much prefer the taste of this than I do to a hoppy beer.
And that is your prerogative, and we will defend you to the hilt.
But you won't support me.
No.
These are like the shows where you have to have a climate change denier on to make it seem balanced.
This guy believes in human rights and equality and the NHS, but because we're impartial, we found this loon who hates everything.
Right, we're going to bang it in between all of the religions of this great world and a beer that Brewdog once brought out at Christmas that was decidedly average.
Yes.
Travesty. And if anything you should take away from this episode, it just shows that democracy does not work.